F2 Season 3 Round 1 in Bahrain. Thomas, it has done the glitch for qualifying, I think.
Has it?
Well, mine says 15 minutes and 52 seconds.
Mine says 27 minutes and 50.
Well, one of us has got it broken. We'll find out. But yeah, welcome back. F2 is back. We are here at the Bahrain circuit. Cars are starting to go out on track. Sorry, we're a little bit late. Qualifying is glitched with this year's game in F2 apparently. So the timing's messed up. Apparently it's a big thing for lots of people. But we'll just carry on with that. It doesn't really matter. These guys are good drivers. They'll be able to deal with it. And let me just. Sorry, I just need to find. It's annoying how this stream sometimes doesn't pop up on its on my feed. That's annoying. But I will.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get pop on my mine, the Twitch, because I've already got one viewer. I can't find it.
What, on YouTube?
Twitch. Okay, I found it. No, I'm trying to get. There we go. Right, anyway, who's on the lap? Bioweapon. Wait, I thought that was weird. I thought the reflection was the rain then. Who's this? 14. Kyle says 14 drivers only. What a yoke. And we also have Guy on a lap. Trevor Sin on a lap. And so it goes. You may get blocked here by Swishy or you. That was interesting. I had a good view of that, so yeah, I may have a quick look. I may have a look into that. Anyway,
okay, we can have a few more drivers getting in.
Alright, I just had a view of maybe Swishy blocking, and so it goes. I think it was.
Sorry guys, I haven't been getting the details up on the top of the screen. There we go. So we've got a mixture of softs and mediums. Obviously, I think everyone in the end will set their best time on the softs, but some people going out the mediums to begin with. Just, you know, get into a rhythm. Let's go to someone else on the track. Well, that's a spin there. Gareth is spun. Looks like coming out the hairpin. Bit of a dangerous position there. Hopefully he doesn't pull across the track, or he is, but he's kept out of the way, I think. Gummy Gamer may have some bad things to say about that, but it didn't look too dangerous. Bit questionable, like.
Trigger fastest lap on the mediums.
Yeah, that is a very strong lap. Only other lap time though is Riceman. It's only 2 lap times.
And on the quicker compound.
His first lap's in the session. No one's on their maximum pace yet. I'm sure we'll see even we'll see people break that. Maybe even get into the 139s. I don't know. And so it. Oh, maybe not. And so it goes there. 141.2 on the mediums. Looks like Trigger definitely has the qualifying pace.
But does he have better qualifying pace than race pace? Oh,
who knows? Carl going quickest. Not by much, but that is good for him. He struggled a bit last season, and to be fair, being on that pace, he's beating Riceman, Gummy Gamer. He's beating them on the same compound, so that's a very strong lap there from Carl. He had a tough last season. Didn't enjoy the street circuits. Struggling. He had a new wheel, but he was struggling with it, so wasn't able to use it. So the street circuits were a real pain for him. But coming to a circuit like Bahrain, it should be a good start of the season for Carl. I'm expecting points from him today. As cars do start to pit now, he's got a car up at the top of the track. That is Gummy.
That's Gummy.
I think he's letting Gareth through, who is now on a lap.
Riceman's gone quickest. Not by much, but still the quickest time.
Oh, Gareth pulling. What is going on with Gareth at the moment? He has spun the car same place again. Looks like he's struggling in these F2 cars. Bioweapon currently slowest of the drivers who have set a lap time. 5/10 off Gummy Gamer. Gummy, another driver who had some struggles last season. He got a couple points. but overall, not a great season. As Forever Sin goes quickest.
Ooh.
That's a strong lap there by the Prima driver. Prima struggled in Torpedo League F2. Back in Season 1, they, well, barely had any drivers for most of the season. Season 2, they got a few points, and they got about 6 points across the season. I think about 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them came from their reserve driver, Owen, who nearly won a race, but crashed it and lost out on those points. Just checking a few things. So, Gummy coming to the pits now. Anyone who is on a flying lap, let's have a look. It's hard to tell if you're on a flying lap in this F2 cars, because in F1 you can see what ERS mode they're in. So if they're in hot lap, they're most likely on a flying lap, whereas in F2, you've got to guess. But this looks like a fairly quick lap from Swishy, so we'll carry on watching them for now. They've got a Trident behind them.
I'm watching Buller right behind him.
Yeah. As I'm to head over and see what's going on in the YouTube chat. And that's Still Amazing saying
comments.
hi. One of our drivers who couldn't be here today, Still Amazing, is saying hi in the comments. Hello to you. Shame you couldn't race it. Or your teammate, which is disappointing for the Arden team, but I'm sure you'll come back strong. This does give some of the other teams a chance to get a bit of a head start over them. One of the reserves may get put into the Arden car, because if you don't make it into qualifying, you'll basically get the car in order that the cars are in the, I'm guessing it's 2018 Constructors' Championship for F2. So, I don't know where Arden finished in that. So, depending on that, depends on which car that they will get. So, there could be a reserve in an Arden for this race, who knows. We do have, I think, 2 drivers, maybe 3, who we are waiting on. 3, so we've got Avec, we've got El Poda F1, and we have Niak. So I think we've got 3 still to come. So 3 drivers, I believe, has missed qualifying. Hopefully they will make it in time. We've got a decently sized grid here. Only one time in Torpedo League F2 history if we get a full grid, but 14 drivers is strong for this level of Torpedo League. We do have, in total, 25 drivers. However, a lot of people sometimes miss races, and if they don't tell us in time, we can't get a reserve in time. So, it can get messy, especially panicky just before the stream starts up. Luckily, you guys don't have to watch that. We have 6 viewers on YouTube. How many got on Twitch at the moment, Thomas?
I have got 3.
Okay, so 9 viewers in total.
I've had 3 comments though. As
I have a second comment now from Awachi16 who says, "Come on, Swishy." Swishy. I can't speak. Swishy. I can't say it all of a sudden.
Swishy.
Swishy. I'm pronouncing a H.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I feel like I can say a different part of their name without it being kind of strange. But Swishy is currently in P8 on the medium tyres though, so I'm sure they can break. And Gareth's around
Buller,
again.
by the way.
Buller,
by the way, he's set purple first and second.
What tyres is he on now? Is it still the mediums? And he comes across the line.
Mediums.
Goes quicker. I said that maybe we could see 139s, and I think we are going to see 139s. That's the Campos who is around. Is that Rice? No, it is not. It is no, it's not a Campos. It is an MP Motorsport. It's Rossi, who appears to be digging himself into the tyre barrier. So he's reversing now. That's good to see.
Has he got front wing damage? I don't know. No, he doesn't.
So Swishy.
He might pit though.
It's now P9. Not everyone's setting soft tyre laps yet. I was wondering how most people set the laps.
Oh, well, can I just say, if you spectate Gareth,
yes.
He's quite laggy.
Let's have a look at this. I mean, he's a bit oversteery, but no lag. Oh,
well, when he was on that, when he was on the straight before the final corner,
he spent
his car
looks a bit
very
confusing.
laggy.
But good thing about this season of F2 is that we have an ex-Torpedo League F2 driver in the commentary box, myself, who can give us an idea of what we will be doing in a qualifying session. So what I preferred to do was to go out on the mediums to begin with, just get into the rhythm, get used to this track, get used to the car, just because you've done loads of practice, you know what you're facing, and you know sort of how to get the time out of the car, but you're just into the session, maybe you haven't done any laps for a while, you just want to get some laps on the clock, get the time in, so that no matter what, you've got a time on the board. And you just want to do it on the medium tyres, just because you don't use your soft straight away. You want to save the softs for when you're really comfortable around the track, which is later in the session for me personally. Which is what I believe the Trident drivers are currently doing. But do expect to see some soft tyre runs later in the session. And yeah, still, it's not good to see you missing stuff, but hopefully you're back soon. And you told us that you'd missed it long before the race, so you were sensible with that. So, in theory, we would have got a reserve in time. We did get a reserve in time, but they haven't quite got in time for qualifying. As gonna be pulling over to the side of the straight, as it's fine.
Did we notice that Trigger went into P3, by the way?
I don't think we did, but he has. Forever Cinema has just gone out on the mediums. That's strange.
Yeah.
He's doing it the opposite of what a lot of drivers did last season. 8 viewers now on YouTube. Hello everyone. I hope you are enjoying F2 Season 3 Round 1. As you see Forever Sin navigating the S section here. Oh, he's a bit over the curbs there. That curb can be very treacherous. If you get on it, it could sort of get you caught up and send you, well, into the air if you do it really badly. As I believe.
How long of the session does it say there's left for you?
4 minutes and 42 seconds.
So we don't know whose is right, no. Mine or yours, because mine's is 16 minutes.
The one thing that is usually correct is that the checkered flag. But I'll let you commentate for a second.
Right. So, Riceman's actually come up to P3, ahead of Trigger, who came into the pits. Buller has just put a set of softs on. And he's in the pit lane still. Buller said he's got a set of softs on now. Riceman, I think, he's not going on no quick lap, so I suspect he'll box this lap. Forever Sin, I don't think this isn't a quick lap. 2 minutes 50 this lap is, maybe even a 3 minute lap. No, just a 2 minute lap. Oh no, wait no, game splitched. So, who is on a lap? We've got Rossi starting his lap. Guy's just started his lap. We will watch Rossi. And I'm pretty sure on the time trial times, he was top. And he's on the soft tyres. So Buller's out on track on these softs. Trigger on the softs. And so it goes in the pits on the softs. Bunny's in the pits on the softs. Swishy on an outlap on the softs. Everyone's going to go on softs. Except Carme, who's gone on to mediums. And so Forever Sin on mediums. As Rossi just at a purple sector 1. Of course, the quickest time set by Buller was set on the mediums.
Very sorry about that, everyone on YouTube. You had a blue screen there for a minute. I'm back. Sorry, I had to quickly go.
Rossi's just gone purple through sector 1.
Ooh. Yes, missed the start of the fast laps, haven't I?
Yes, everyone's on softs except Carme and Forever Sin, who I've already done their soft runs.
Riceman currently on a lap, I believe. What's his sector 1 going to be like?
As Rossi enters sector 2 and goes purple. This is a very good lap by Rossi. Carme started his lap on the mediums. Trigger is on an outlap on the softs. As Rossi round the final corner onto the start finish straight, opening the DRS. And he goes quickest 139.4. 8 tenths quicker than Buller. Of course, Buller's lap was set on the soft. And
that's
actually, talking about Buller, he started his lap on the softs.
Interesting. Riceman currently a 10th down. And he's very wide coming up through the top of the hill, and he invalidates his lap time. Let's go to Buller here. This is the man we want to watch here.
Yeah, I'm on board with him as well. As he's going to end sector 1, and will he go purple? No, he won't. He's only half a tenth quicker than his best lap.
Interesting. As we have yellow flag, quite a few cars up ahead that could cause some traffic.
Yeah, they're on slow laps.
Bullet is inheriting the number 21 Trident, which is the reigning champion. reigning champions car, so
Oh, is
he's
that
got a
the
lot of
number one?
pressure.
Is that the number you used?
Yeah, I didn't actually know it from the number. I knew it from the Gotham on the side. That isn't why I picked it. I picked it. I'm not into Batman or anything. But I
I'm just
picked it
saying, but
because I picked the.
oh, Riceman's retired, by the way.
Oh, I think it's in the pit lane, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's
I
in the
picked
pits. It
the
didn't pop up on the
21
screen.
because of the 22. No, is it 20? I don't know if it's 20 or 22. The other car, but the other car has Ferrari on the side of it. Which back in season 1 we had the driver academies, and I was a Williams driver academy driver. So it felt incorrect, and my teammate was a Ferrari driver academy, so I just got used to having the 21 car. So I just carried that car into season 2. As comes Buller coming around
I don't think
the
Buller's
final corner.
purple sector 2.
Let's see what it is
I'm
as
just
he
saying
comes
his helmet
across
matches the
the
car.
line. I believe both Tridents have the same helmet. As
I
Buller
will
comes
check.
across the line,
Buller.
only
four
four
off.
attempts off. He's going to surely have to
Sure,
go
yeah.
again here. He's got Freverson in front of him though,
In
on the
final
mediums.
sector.
Let me have a look at something. Best.
Trigger on the mediums. On the soft, sorry.
I think if I'm
final
Bullock,
corner.
I was Trigger. Well, let's see what he can do here.
Rossi's in the pits. I don't think he's going to be setting another lap.
Third, and that is it.
Oh,
there
wait, so the checkered flag is out.
Best for Trigger there is P3.
So
Buller
the
here,
race session's actually ended.
Buller's going quicker, but Buller has got traffic off Freverson, who is on a lap. Will Freverson get out of the way, and that's forced Buller wide. Surely this is it over.
Yeah, no,
Surely
I think
Buller's
Rossi's
session
got
is
pole.
ruined. As
And so it goes P4.
That is a good lap there from the Charus driver.
So
this is
Trio
really
is only
messing up Buller.
P3.
I mean, Scott's on a lap. Freverson, sorry, is on a lap, so there's nothing he can do really.
We can't give a penny for blocking or something because it's on his lap.
And he isn't going stupidly slow. He's not going really slow. It's like if he was going at half the pace of Buller, you could see it being questionable, even if he was on a lap. But
Buller's only just half a temp down. If he does well with the slipstream,
you never know. The slipstream might be able to, and now's when Freverson lets him through. That's the worst part of the lap there.
No, I was thinking Freverson may have invalidated his lap, but no.
Well, if Freverson's going to jump out of the way, it seems a bit silly that it's so late.
Oh, Guy!
As Buller does go quicker, but only P2.
Can I just say Guy?
Guy, great lap there.
P5.
P5. And that's a great lap there from a driver who's been struggling and hasn't scored many points in his Torpedo League F2 career.
Gareth is going to cross the line. He improves on... That's 8-lap-old Saucy just improved on.
That shows how much he struggled in this session.
Oh.
Guy is my ex-teammate back from Season 1. That brings back a lot of memories.
Yes.
Back at Trident. I will reference my time in F2 a lot, just heads up. Sorry in advance.
Yes.
I won't do it too much. Only, like, for example, ex-teammate, or that was the car I drove.
You only have one ex-teammate here.
Yeah, I do, because my other one's up in F1.
With you?
Yeah, in the Torpedo League Haas car now. My ex-teammate is, that was Charlie. Race winner in Torpedo League F2. Myself, I went up into the Mercedes. As I think we're just waiting for one of these cars to actually get into the pit box.
2 of the cars are getting to pit, 3 of the cars. Oh no, Neek's, the Neek has joined.
Uh-huh.
So, it's weird because nothing's popping up about, at the bottom of the screens it's saying who's joined, who's left or something, and who's...
Carl said
like, when Riceman retired in the pits, nothing popped up, so...
just a weird thing this year's game, it glitches, and for some reason now it actually waits until the session timer ends on the right, the time remaining. So we've got 5 seconds left.
I'm sorry. Bunny's AI has just hit Gareth.
That's what you want to see, you've got some...
I was just on board with Bunnies and they just hit Gareth, that was weird.
That is strange.
Okay. So you can do the rundown on qualifying.
Okay then. Rossi gets the 4 points for pole position for MP Motorsport. It is reigning teams championship Trident in 2nd and 3rd. And so it goes. P4 on the grid for Charus. Strong qualifying for them. It is Guy, P5. I believe that is his best ever qualifying session 1. 2nd off pole though, and only P5. Looks like we've got a couple, got big gaps at the front of the field, but it gets much closer as we go into midfield. As where we have Freverson, lead Prema, Riceman, Carl, Max, Gareth, Bunnies, Swishy, I can't do it. I don't know why, I'm stupid.
Swishy.
Dummy, Bioweapon, and Niek. I was just gonna say Niek. Nick, I asked him last time and I forgot how to say it. Damn it.
What? Neek. I call him Neek. If this is supposed what you were talking about.
Okay, I think it's Neek. Yeah.
I called him Neek for a whole last season.
I think that is. I think that might be Neek in the chat. Actually. But don't worry. If you're in the wrong car, don't worry. If you're a full-time driver, your points will go to the right team. If you're a reserve driver, then it will go to the car you're in. But if you're a full-time driver, it'll, unless you should be, I don't know. Like, we're not going to somehow manage to end up 3 drivers from one team in the points. But don't worry about it. We'll sort it out.
Can I just say we've got Niku joined. I can see him on the right. We also got Kashan and El Podera. 3 more in.
We've got 17 cars in. Yep, Kashan and El Poda are reserves. As get ready for the formation lap to begin. And Rossi's slow off the line there as the Tridents follow him away.
It's not letting me change the camera. So I have to go on board with someone for all this.
Mine is fine.
Oh, there we go. I had to click it a few times.
Let's go through, who is your favourite for the win?
For the win? If Rossi can continue his pace into the race, then I would definitely choose Rossi.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same for me as well. As Rice Man, is that Rice Man that's... No, it is Kashan.
I think it's... Kashan.
Kashan has gone.
Punnies and Swishy have been disqualified from the formation lap. So now, that's your phone.
Yeah, that is Carl, one of the drivers.
So now, if someone gets disqualified from the formation lap, it shows you on the left.
Yeah, I noticed that as well just then. Can I just point out, Bunny's P10.
Oh, Bio Nika just
disqualified from the formation lap doesn't mean anything. Has Kashan got confused and thought this was the race start? Because they are flying away into the distance, I imagine damaging their tyres by pushing this hard.
Kind of say, former F2 driver Wilbo is in chat.
Carl's PS network has gone down.
But we didn't notice because the game didn't show us.
Yep, so, Carl, that's annoying for you. Yeah.
Something always seems to go wrong.
Everything always goes wrong for Carl.
Wait, how is Trigger being disqualified, but no one else has from the formation line?
Too slow, perhaps.
Normally when you hit someone, both people go out of formation line. That's weird.
Scott is down in 15 for some reason. That makes no sense.
No,
Scott has for some reason been dropped like a load of places.
Did he get a grid penalty and it didn't pop up?
I don't know. But I would like to say sorry, there are a few glitches, but we can't help it. It's a new game.
Yeah, it's just a game.
We waited like a month before we started the season after the game came out, and we couldn't wait any longer. We were just too excited to see some league racing. And Scott, I'm sure you'll make your way back up through the order. From what I've been hearing, some of the surprises, I think Kashan could be a surprise. I've heard a lot of good things from them, about them, from other drivers. As we go looking at the front of the field as the final car pulls into their grid spot. We go to the front. 5 red lights. It's lights. Okay, it isn't.
Oh, someone's jump started. That's Carl's car that's jump started.
Oh, it does. It did that. It's done that to him before.
Oh, Jagumi and Bio has jump started.
And it's lights out, and away we go. It's a good start there from Buller on the second row of the grid. As Buller straight away up to the lead, as there's a car line pulling over on the side of the straight. Buller has jumped Rossi off the lights there. Rossi and Trigger battling out. Is Rossi going to keep his nose, and he has to back out there. And Buller's a bit wide there over the curbs. Rossi in P2 as it's 3 wide in the background. As Rossi, is he going to come back fight for the debris, for the win? Sorry. As Rossi not able to go for it, as that is a ART all the way up the inside there. As that is Guy wheel to wheel there with Trigger. Guys had an outstanding start. They're getting to, could we get another position here? Oh, there's contact, guys around. That, you shouldn't have put your nose there, guy. Oh, and he's been hit. Oh, massive, multiple cars. Most of the field there has been involved in that crash.
The guy's been given a penalty.
And virtual safety car. Oh, that's...
I would give him a full safety car, but...
I mean, about half the field was caught up in that crash.
To be honest, the guy couldn't do a thing after he spun.
Yeah, after he spun.
So...
He spun, it was his fault. Like, we're not going to give a penalty to him for sticking his nose. He came off worse, ultimately.
The penalty that he got given by the game for getting hit in...
Yeah.
Might remove that. But he'll have to serve it in the pit lane, so he can't.
I mean, we can just say that was the penalty that we would have given him.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, he was, to be fair, he was off the line. Like, if cars are going too wide, I can see them hitting him. But it was actually a car that had gone wide through there was what hit him. Because I think Guy was slightly off the line, but Guy could do nothing. You could see his brakes locked as soon as he spun. He did what he tried. He did what he tried. He tried to do what he did, get off there.
El Potter has just been given a driving penalty for speeding.
Ooh. As we are back under green flags, Buller leading the Grand Prix, and so it goes up into P3. What has happened to Trigger? Is he lost a few positions from the contact with Guy? Sorry if we missed that. Niek up into P5. Niek started 14th.
No,
Niek started 14th.
Notice that.
He's made up 9 positions so far. He's got Trigger all over the back of him though. Well, Trigger, go for the move. He's going to go up the inside here. And Trigger has got the position there.
Forever Sin is up into P8 or 9. He's battling with Cashin.
He's battling there with Cashin. That's an Arden off. It's Neek. It's Neek. He's spun.
Oh, we were just saying.
I mean, he still gained positions from where he started, but...
Is that a commentator's curse?
Yeah, that is their commentator's curse. As El Poda, as there's a freeway battle here, it's Forever Sin, Cashin, and Bunnies.
Neek.
All battling out. All contact, Cashin and Bunnies.
Cashin and Bunnies.
It looks like Cashin's just lost it whilst he was up the inside there of Bunnies. And that has given
he's going to try and go back down the inside.
Instead of Forever Sin, sorry, the wrong Prema car. That's Forever Sin that came in there. No, it's Bunnies, sorry.
No, that's Bunnies.
I'm getting all the Premas wrong. So, Bunnies there, colliding. That's a reset to track from Cashin. They didn't know the rules, but we...
No, we did put it in the info chat
earlier. No, they're really new. Oh no, we did actually put it in info chat earlier today. So yeah, that is definitely... So, yeah. Please do, any incidents you do see in the race, drivers, do report them.
We definitely saw that, and we know reset to track is a 10-second penalty.
As Gareth is out of the race.
As Riceman ahead.
Sorry about that,
Gummy.
that's Carl
You
again.
might want to turn your phone on silent.
That's Carl again, sorry.
Riceman and Gummy, they're battling right now. Gummy going a bit wide, but Riceman is ahead. There's Buller leading the race by 8 tenths of a second. DRS should be enabled now. It's lap 3.
Can Rossi catch up? And DRS is indeed enabled. And so it goes in a good position here. He said he was aiming for a podium. Looks like he's going to get one if he can maintain position here. But we've got a long way to go. El Poda in the pit. That's his drive-through, yeah.
Oh no, I don't think he's serving his drive-through. Oh no, he's not serving his drive-through. The game's not serving his drive-through. Cashin's into the pits as well, but I'm guessing for his front wing change.
Let me quickly invite Carl back to the lobby. I did not realise that he needed an invite. I know he'd left, but I thought his whole thing had crashed, so I thought he was done. But I have invited him back. He's in P11 still, so he hasn't lost out too much. I did not realise.
Yeah, and the AI's on the normal because we don't want to put it to 0. So
Carl, the only chat I'm checking is YouTube. That's why I haven't been able to see it. I couldn't answer your calls. Trigger on the back of and sub it goes for the podium. Buller, he's got Rossi catching him. As Bioweapon has retired in the pit lane.
Oh yes.
As Cashin is coming out
really
the pits.
Trigger, he's looked on, and so it goes then.
These two are very close, and these two are sort of rivals. I've seen them in practice races. They're sort of it's a fun rivalry, you know what I mean? They say, oh no, I'm going to beat you, sort of stuff, but it's all friendly. I hope.
Bunnies is ahead of Carl's AI.
Rookie, there is Swishy in P6 at the moment. A late comer.
Swishy, his Trigger sent it on. And so it goes, but couldn't make it stick.
He's going to have DRS down the straight, though, surely. As that's Rossi.
Rossi
going to leave the race.
He's
going for a lead of the race. He's going to have the outside line heading towards, and he's got
yellow
the lead already.
Yellow flag here.
And Buller up the inside. And there's still wheel to wheel as they head into turn 2. Buller straight sweeping around the outside, so close to contact.
Rossi had to back off.
But Rossi's coming back at him.
Got the run.
Up at the straight, he's got the
Buller's got
inside line.
DRS.
So now
got the DRS.
completely wheel to wheel here. And Buller trying to hang it around the outside. Can he do it? Will there be contact on Rossi? Retakes the lead of the race, the lead that he lost at the start as Trigger. Gets up into P3. So it's now a Trident 2-3. MP Motorsport MP1 here. Oh, Rossi, a big slide. Buller's up the inside. Rossi had a big slide through the yes section.
Battle.
And Buller retakes the lead of the race. This is Season 1 Constructors Championship versus Season 2 Constructors Champions.
Oh, yes.
And Rossi,
Rossi's going to have DRS.
He seems like the quicker driver, but he just needs to not make any mistakes. As speeding the pit lane penalty for El Poda F1.
Yeah, there's been a lot of speeding in the pit lane penalties. Riceman's into the pits. Is he changing his front wing? Because that... I don't think he was. I think he's just going on to the mediums.
Okay, I need to invite Carl again, sorry. And... Rossi, will he have another go?
Will we see pit stops? That's the question.
Last Bahrain race was Season 1, I can't actually remember.
We're going to pit.
Carl's having issues with his game, I believe. Will Rossi have a run here down straight? And so it goes fairly close there.
He may go for it. He may go for it.
Buller goes defensive. Rossi looks to the outside. Oh, he's on that curb. It's hard to stop the car when you're on that curb.
Close.
That curb, it's much harder to stop the car when you're on it.
He managed to do it though, quite easily. And he's got the DRS again. He's going to be too far back on this straight. Of course, no fuel mixes or ERS in F2 cars.
No, it's
so
pure speed.
It's mostly about the exit you get and plus the setup you have, how much wings you have.
Thomas, could you invite Carl, please? Because my invites aren't working. Rossi staying about half a second behind, losing a bit of time through that hairpin. Always gained it on the exit though. Bad exit there for Buller. Really lost time there. Rossi's all over the back of him. Could Rossi maybe even go for a move here into turn 11?
Sorry, took viewers for the blue screen.
Rossi's looking, and he's going to stay behind here. It's not quite close enough this time. This is the closest battle
on the track.
I do have. We should use when it goes quieter in the race. We need to get some facts ready for it if it goes quiet. I've got one. That's all I've got. I guess I've got two.
Right, who's going to get the better run out of the final corner?
I'm going to put my bet on Buller. He's got the better start. They could pit. It probably is getting around that. Now, if I'm Rossi, if I'm Rossi, I desperately want the undercut.
He's going. Oh, Buller's doing.
They're both pitting.
Rossi and Buller both pitting.
Buller speeds.
Buller sped.
Buller has sped in the pit lane.
Trigger hasn't pitted because Buller has pitted. So
Trigger inherits the lead of the race. And so it goes. Inherits P2. Max inherits P3. I think Buller's just throwing this race to run away. I mean, I'm one to talk, but I think
he has. Depending on his medium pace, this could be China.
Rossi's ahead. Wait, no, he isn't. Sorry, I forgot that Rossi was ahead in the. Ignore me for a minute. That's Bonnie's going to come out ahead, and how many cars are going to be between them?
If Buller is quicker on the mediums...
Is Carl going to get ahead here? Carl is... I don't even know. I don't know if it is him or not. But the car that says it's Carl, I don't think it is. It looks quite bad. Yeah, it's a very slow car there. Oh, Rossi spins!
Rossi!
It's massive slide. It's near... no, it isn't. It is the other Arden. El Poda has spun, I believe, and is going again now. It's a bit of a lap down now. But Rossi, he's given us a fight. He's now behind the AI car. As yellow flags, it's Gummy. Gummy is spun. He's going again. He's got Riceman behind. Rossi is struggling. He's got the quali pace. He's stuck behind Carl. He needs to get past him and quick.
The gap between Buller and Rossi is over 5 seconds.
But Rossi and Carl's getting back. Carl's AI is somehow fighting with Rossi.
This AI is on the normal level. We had this on this last season. It shouldn't be this quick. How?
It isn't quick. It really isn't. I've got on board with it. This AI is not quick.
6.7.
Buller has a chance.
If Trigger pits now, they're going to get ahead. And he will. And so good might get ahead as well.
This is insane.
Rathman got a penalty.
And
Trigger in the pit lane as well.
penalty in the
I
pit.
don't believe both Tridents have sped in the pit lane.
I'd say it's a Trident thing. That's why I sped in China last season. It's a Trident thing. Swishy comes to the pit lane as well. As Ferguson now comes out into the lead of the race.
He is.
Where will Trigger come out?
I think he started on the mediums.
Okay, so Buller surely is going to take the position over Trigger. Well, Rossi's going to be way behind. He's going to be way behind.
This is crazy.
As spinner, that's El Poda spinning again up at the top of the hill.
They're not having the best race.
No, they're not. As he's going to come out behind
Rossi.
Max. It's wheel to wheel Max here.
Oh
into
no,
turn
he's
one,
ahead of Max.
and he's just got ahead.
And so it goes.
If Max going to run
and
here, maybe Max
goes
is causing trouble. Who has the DRS in this battle?
Just running this away.
Rossi has the DRS. If Rossi's damaged his rears, then this could be really tough for him.
Yeah.
But and so it goes can win. Nah, Buller's it depends.
Nah.
Can and so it goes catch
It
Buller?
depends how quick the Tridents are.
Honestly, I think no matter what, I think Trigger's going to do his best to hold up and so it goes, so that Buller will win. Not deliberately go slow, but he will not let and so it goes get past.
Can I just say, this race is actually crucial for the championship leader because we had someone in F1 who can't race, and we've decided, because we don't have a replacement yet, we've decided that the championship leader at the end of this will be the one who will race in F1 as a reserve tomorrow, which we will be live on YouTube. We don't know about Twitch, we're trying to get that sorted out. We don't think it will be live on Twitch though, we've got issues.
Hopefully it will be though, fingers crossed. Ferguson leading by 16 seconds, he has yet to pit, he started on the medium compound tyres, going for the alternative strategy.
And Trigger he's quicker than Trigger, because at the start of the lap the gap was 9/10.
I'm thinking back now, from practice races where we were on the medium tyres, I did a few races with the when So It Goes and Trigger and Ferguson before this, just to have some fun. Just preparing for this, those guys were practicing, I was a bit bored. And So It Goes, on the medium tyres, I would say him and Trigger very close on pace. I would say So It Goes, I think can win this.
So much later.
I think So It Goes can win this. So It Goes has never won a Torpedo League F2 win. Never won a Torpedo League F2 race. All he has to do today.
He has got on the podium.
He has got on the podium. I'm fairly sure he's been on the podium, but he's never, not even a sprint race, he won. Would this be the other than Kimi in the season? Wait, yeah. How many people? I was gonna say could be this be the first time other than Kimi your first race win was a feature race win, but I would imagine people like Tim and Tim and Robert, sorry, may have won their first races as feature races.
I'm not sure, but I know your first race win was a sprint race victory, and
yes, it was.
You won the first ever sprint race.
Yes, that was one of my fun facts for if this race gets boring, but we'll use it now. Did you know Season 1 sprint race was won by the Season 2 champion Jackson, which is me.
Is this bloking or what?
Anyway.
The closest battle on the track is And So It Goes and Trigger.
And I think And So It Goes
not a quicker driver. He's closing the gap by about 2/10 a lap.
Yeah.
And if he can get the run through the final sector, he can pass him into turn 1.
Definitely.
Goodness, Trigger's back end looks so shaky. Especially through there.
Rossi's around, he's crashed it! Rossi's crashed it! And there goes Rossi. He's got his wing still somehow.
His front wing doesn't look damaged.
Could that be a spectator glitch though?
Really
I thought he was going to go into Swishy then.
Buller has. And Soka's got. And Soka look at the gap here, Soka's and Trigger.
Good point.
And Soka's at the fast. He's like, oh, that was
So it
close.
goes all the way to the inside there. And is he going to get the position?
Who's braking latest?
He's just over 5 seconds away from Buller.
Trigger will now have the DRS for the next straight. And so he's got to defend this, and then he can push on and try
the more these two fight,
5 seconds of Buller.
The more these two fight, the further back And So It Goes is going to be when he gets ahead. And So It Goes sweeps around the outside there. Good
that was
move.
close. Ooh, Trigger might have got warning there for that.
Oh, interesting.
Looks like he went 4 wheels off the track.
Dammers has corrected me. They won their first race, and that was a feature race in Italy Season 1. And that was second in Season 2. The runner-up in Season 2, Dammers won their first race in Italy feature race.
Well, hold on, Trigger could get And So It Goes here. DRS.
It's very hard to overtake here, but Trigger does get very good exits.
I haven't put my telemetry and stuff on.
Neither have I, actually. I am also stupid.
Who has... Charlie said to tell you to read the comments. I presume that's Charlie.
Oh yeah, I can see them.
It's the name of his old PSN.
Yeah. Now, oh yeah. I said that it could be a Trident thing. That they speed in the pits. Charlie pointed out to me that he isn't a Trident thing because he never sped in the pit lane. Saying I must be. Did he? Good question. Did you speed in the pit lane? That's a bad weekend. I did speed in Brazil.
Oh, right, sorry. Back to the race. That was a broken Trigger. He can get and so it goes.
Here we go. Oh, and so it goes defending. What's going to happen here? Oh, contact.
Soga's got to pull away. He's got to go. He's just got to push. The gap between him and Buller is
the gap's almost 6 seconds.
I don't think Trigger can get and so it goes here unless he has really low wings, which I don't think. What wings would you go for here? As Bunnies and Neek, they are wheel to wheel now.
I'd say mid of the range. Bunnies here defending.
I don't know who has DRS here, but...
Oh, Neek having a look there.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
I think it's Neek. I'm fairly sure it's Neek.
Breverson, I don't know when he's going to pit. I think he'll pit in the next 2 laps-ish. And then he'll be on the fresh, I presume fresh, soft.
Charlie saying, come on Trident. Of course, Charlie was one of the pairing at Trident, which won Season 2 Constructors Teams Championship, sorry.
And so it goes, there's got to be a DRS here.
Here's a question for you.
Cashin.
Oh, is this a move coming here? Around the outside goes Neek. What a move! To get past Bunnies. That was an outstanding move. Will Bunnies be able to fight it back, though? Oh, it's a great battle we had here. Neek went around the outside of the long left-hander.
Bunnies is going around the outside now.
But he can't hold it off. He can't do it.
Gap between Osogo and Trigger, 7 attempts. It's growing, and the gap between Buller and Osogo is dropping.
Is in the pit lane. As they're battling again into turn 11. Neek always pushed, but he's off track there. I think that's fair enough. Bunnies was on the racing line there.
Trigger is over with the DRS. He got better run out of the final corner. He set personal best lap.
Where do you think Breverson is going to come out? And Trigger, he's got ahead. Oh, there's a bit of contact under braking. And so it's really sending it there. Breverson has come out. Is it 5th place?
Oh, has he pushed him up a bit? I don't think he did, but he was close.
Breverson is going to come out. Is it 6th?
DRS.
A spinner.
Closed it then.
And that is Cashen, who is allowed down. And Breverson has maintained.
And Bunnies continuing their battle.
Let's have a look at this.
Dreams. Can I just? This is for reverse grid pole.
It is actually the battle for reverse grid pole here.
Oh, Bunny's got the great exit. If these two crash, then Riceman will be in for the reverse grid pole. And extra points, of course.
Charlie's. Oh, Foot Bunny's nice view we got here above the track. That's a very nice one.
That's close.
But Neek looks to have it as Trigger, as currently now Trident 1-2. But that isn't going to last. A question here.
Oh, yeah.
Can Max get the podium? Is he within 5 seconds of Trigger?
He is within 5 seconds. And he's actually, the gap between him and So It Goes is actually staying similar. I said that and he just grew by like 3 times.
Breverson in P6. Very strong race for the perimeter ride so far.
He's doing very good. And on the fresh start, he could catch up to Rossi if he has the pace.
Charlie has told me how to pronounce Neek's name, and it is Neek van Elder. Neek van Elder, sort of. But
the Elder is silent. It's silent G.
No, it's the way the Dutch say it. It's like a H. It's like an H, but it's not quite an H.
We could just ask the Dutchies to do this for us.
Yeah, and so it goes. Go for the move. On Trigger, he's gonna get the switch back here. Surely he's gonna go for it. He's got on board here. Oh, he's got a bad exit.
And so it was on control. So Trigger. Well, I noticed he was on the controller then because of the way his wheel moved.
So is Buller.
His hand goes through the wheel on my screen.
Yeah, same here. It's like his hands are like slightly behind.
It's the hand. His hand is shaking in the wheel.
Charlie's brought up a good point here. Let's check out what penalties are looking like. So for the race leader, it is just a 5-second time penalty. For second place Trigger, it is just a 5-second time penalty. And so it goes. It is just a nothing. Just nothing.
Not even
Bunny's
one.
back up into PA. Yeah, just a warning.
Yeah, Bunny's
and it's only
back
one.
into PA.
This is the battle for reverse grid pole. This could get very heated here.
This is a very good battle. Riceman's catching this as well.
Riceman's quick. Riceman's definitely quick enough for the reverse grid. I think these two fight too hard. I believe I think he got caught up in the start crash at this exact corner.
Ah.
When Guy went up the inside. You've got to feel bad for Guy. He was fighting for P3,
yeah.
started P5. That was his best ever sort of starting
But
position.
to be fair,
it was his fault. Yeah, but you still got to feel bad for him. Yeah.
Yeah, you still got to be feel bad for him because that was a brilliant qualifying from him.
Yeah. Hopefully he can repeat it, and it's a shame because he's not even going to make the reverse grid.
And you know, I'm glad that Forever Sin's up there after the game has glitched him, unless he did have grid penalty and it didn't come up.
Well, either way, he was shocked. He said he was very surprised at being there. I can say that from the comment he put. Although I won't repeat it.
Pause forever. Oh, was it PG? Was it not PG?
Not quite. As I believe now, Buller has basically secured the race win here for himself.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Although
the P2 isn't secure for Trigger.
It definitely isn't. Forever Sin, fastest. Forever Sin on this alternative strategy could maybe catch Rossi. That'd be a great result for the
That is, of course, in F1 it's 1 point for fastest lap. In F2 it's 2 points for fastest lap.
Yeah.
As Rossi with the penalty.
Let's check what these guys are like. You carry on watching the battle and I'll check penalties.
Okay, I will.
Okay, Max, no penalties. Rossi has a penalty.
Oh, Nick and Bunnies again. They're battling wheel to wheel in turn 1.
Okay, so
they made a bit of contact there.
Oh, Bunny's very. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't spin there.
Almost. I'm looking at Riceman's view here, and I think he's got a brilliant view of this. He's almost in DRS range as well.
As I head up into turn 4, Bunny's on the inside, Nick on the outside, sweeping around the outside. There goes Nick.
That could almost been a Hamilton Vettel bit there.
Yeah,
that was close.
As they're still battling up ahead.
Riceman's within a second.
Riceman, I think, has got this. I think Riceman has.
Bunny's off the road.
I think Riceman is.
Riceman
is quick enough to get P8.
Yeah, I think Riceman can get that for reverse grid pole.
Could he get his
first
win?
Let's have a look at these 3 penalties.
I'll let you do this.
If you can have a look at those 3 penalties, Nick, Bunny, and Riceman. Bunny gets a better exit.
I'm going to continue watching from Riceman's view.
Yeah, watching from Riceman's view. If Nick is going to go around the outside.
But he's too far back.
Too far back.
As
Trigger goes in the fastest lap.
Very good lap there from Trigger. Oh, Bunny's a bit wide. I can't see this battle ending in anything other than contact. Like, they're getting so close to each other.
There's so much contact.
Like, they're surely going to collide.
They're also catching up to a lap car of Cashin.
Oh, interesting. Maybe the Campos will help out the other. Oh, it's Nick. Looks to the inside and Bunny's gives room. And this is Riceman's chance. Riceman can get the both of them here.
Oh, we could go 3 wide here.
And I think we are. That's all contact.
Oh, there's a bit of contact between Nick and Riceman.
Riceman he can go to the right.
Yes, he can go to the right.
Will he go for it? It's 3 wide into turn 1. As it is 3 wide, Bunny's turned in and he spins. There was nothing they could do there. It was 3 wide, and that is just, I told you it was only going to end in contact. And Nick is slowing down. I think Nick is waiting for them to get going again.
No, Riceman is slowing down as well.
That's because Riceman was stuck on the side of Bunny's car.
Oh no, Riceman has to let Bunny's through, I think.
But this battle is still going on. This battle is still going on as Riceman's now taking P8.
What is happening?
Nick waited, I think, because he was the one up the inside, so maybe he felt that, or maybe he's just enjoying the battle.
Think it's his fault? That's quite.
Wait, I think he was just enjoying the battle because it has been a great battle. And this battle will continue.
That's sportsmanship. That's a very good sportsmanship.
Very good person, then, Nick. But I must say that turn 1 turn 1 from my view was a racing incident. They were 3 wide. There was nothing they really all could do. Like,
I didn't see the best view of it because I saw
mine was from straight on, and it looked like basically Riceman was just in the middle, and as Bunny's turned in from the outside.
Whoa.
Oh,
and so it goes. 4 tenths behind Clint. The gap between Max. Has Max got any penalties?
Max does not have any penalties.
The gap between
Max can get a podium here.
Trigger could lose his podium. He really could lose podium.
That would be insane.
If and so it goes, and
battle continues further back down. The 3 drivers are battling down the back straight. Riceman has the position now, but will he want that position as they come onto the back?
Swishy's crashed.
Swishy's crashed, end of the straight. That means two of these guys are going to get into the reverse grid. One of them will not.
There?
I'm the
That
guy.
doesn't look normal.
I can't decide. Do I want to go on board with these guys, or do I want to see the
That
Swishy
doesn't look
like?
normal. Oh no, that's a gearbox failure, 100%. He's definitely his rear end's just like locked because of the gearbox failure. Bunnies, did he go get deep?
Guy is now in P10, getting a point.
Yep, Guy in the points. So now this is actually the battle for P7.
Yeah, Swishy has said, there goes my gearbox. There has been gearbox issues this season. Oh, bit of contact there. Riceman giving a bit of a push there from Bunnies. Yeah, I'm sorry, we can't do anything at all about it. The only other thing we can do is completely turn off damage, and we're not going to do that. So you'll have to just be really just don't over rev the engine. Slowly gear down.
No!
Oh, that is just
I
given.
was on board of him when he cut
Trigger
that
a
corner.
chance. Trigger's now got a chance at this.
I was on board of him.
As they start the final lap of the Grand Prix. Will Anto goes for go for the move.
It's still going on. Neek, he's got the DRS on Riceman. I'm almost falling over.
Oh, I think Bunny's might be too far back now.
Oh, Neek locked up.
Could that help? Yeah, that's helped out Bunnies there. That's helped out Bunnies a lot.
It's between Neek and Riceman. These two are good friends, by the way. So, this is either... This could, if these two collide and got a penalty, that means Guy might get P9 depending on penalties.
And Trigger's still battling. But Trigger maintains it. That's position for now. Freverson currently in position to get P5.
Oh, Riceman.
As Riceman, final corner. And Neek, all over the back of him.
Neek, he's opening the DRS. Neek, come on. He's not opening it. There we go, he's opened it. He's opened it quite late.
Is he going to go for the move?
He's going to go down inside.
Yellow flag sector 2. And that is... Rossi! It's Rossi! He's had a big moment. He's hit the wall.
He'll still finish P6 because
he's lucky with the huge gap to Riceman. That's a huge gap to Riceman. As Neek gets P7. These guys are battling for the point.
It's not over yet though.
It is not over yet. Oh, Neek, really bad exit. It's all over the place. That guy in the background, Guy's getting close to this.
He could go for a move, but Boller, around the final corner, even with a 5-second penalty, is still going to win this race. You keep watching that battle for the P8, P7.
As it is very tasty.
Trigger will not come P2 because of his 5-second penalty.
And so it goes, gets P2 there.
The 3-second penalty he got means he does not get the podium. He's almost there though. If he didn't
Guy
get
is getting quite close to this battle here. If anything happens in this battle, Guy could definitely capitalise from this. As Bunny's up to P8. Neek. Neek's almost spun it. All over the place there from Neek. Oh, I thought there might have been contact going through that corner.
P5. Rossi will get the P6.
That's a laps car in the way there.
Looks like he's going to get the laps cars. Which
as Neek is off. Neek is off there.
Yeah, Neek is off.
As will Bunnies get it? Will Bunnies get it? If these two collide, this could just get the guy. Bunnies sending it. It's all about the exit. Neek's gonna get it on the exit. Neek's got it.
Riceman gets P7. He's got loads of penalties, Riceman.
Riceman's dropped to 10.
Guy's got P7.
Guy's got P7. Where has that come from? Neek P8, Bunnies P9, Riceman P10.
Riceman loads of penalties.
Holy moly. What a finish there, everyone. Oh. Guy goes from hero to zero, back to hero. That is great there from the Virtuosi driver.
On pole.
It will be Guy second. He was quick. I reckon Guy could win this. It's Guy or Rossi.
Yeah, Rossi. I think he may be the favourite, but he made too many mistakes last time. But wow, what a finish!
Oh, Dan was saying, where were those battles last year? That's a good question.
This isn't off topic for you say, but to anyone that wants to know some F1 news, Ferrari have, it says breaking, Ferrari to appeal against Steward's verdict in Racing Point case.
Interesting. So they want more of a penalty. They want disqualification, I'm assuming. And Scott very much happy with P15 to P5. 10 places gained. Driver of the day definitely.
Yeah, he got driver of the day. He showed up on the screen, driver of the day for him.
Yeah.
But wow. That was You know, that was mental.
Trident continuing their great speed so far this season.
So it goes. Forever Sin and Carl didn't actually race because of his AI. So it goes, and Forever Sin the only ones not to get penalties.
Rossi here could.
So it goes to
Ross, something's gonna have to catastrophe. There's gonna have to be a catastrophe for Bullet and so it goes. I'd say for Rossi to be able to take the championship lead here, because he can get 2 points ahead. He can get 4 points ahead, but you've got to assume Buller's gonna score at least 4 points in this.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, maybe not, because for 4 points, that's P6 he needs.
Yeah.
So maybe not.
Of course.
Can I just say something?
Points.
Can I say something interesting here? From here, sorry, hearing something from another league, which is where I heard the timing glitch for qualifying. Fun fact here for the sprint race, something that we didn't have in season 1 as far as I can remember, and that is tyre wear. Big issue in this. In another league, they had a sprint race at Bahrain, 3 punctures.
Okay.
And
so, do you think we'll be seeing some people start on the softs?
I don't think so. I think, to be fair, in real life, the soft to medium, the one stopper in the Bahrain sprint race is the better way. And of course, congratulations to Buller, but I don't know if he said much about it. But congratulations to Buller on a dominating drive in the first race.
After qualifying, I did went into the F2 chat and congratulated Rossi on these pole.
Yeah, congrats to Buller. Very strong drive. He capitalised on Rossi's mistakes, even after he made his own. Buller proving that you can win with a speeding in the pit lane penalty, and you won't lose by 6 milliseconds. As we're getting full formation lap here. Okay, so let's... No. Predictions for the sprint race, Thomas?
If Rossi can keep it clean, he will win, I think. And I think, maybe, I'll go top 3. I think it'll be Rossi first, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. Forever Sin second, and then Neek third. Or maybe Guy third.
My prediction is this race is going to come down to experience on the tyres.
Who's done the most practice?
I would go, and so it goes. Could very much be a contender here. He's starting 7th, quite down the order. But...
Is anyone starting on the soft? I should check that.
I'll have a look as well.
Yes, Trigger.
Yes, Trigger. Oh,
Cashew,
no.
And El Polder.
Because the fact that so many people haven't done that strategy leads me to believe that Trigger's gone the wrong way.
See, Forever Sin, when he started on the mediums last time, when he started on the mediums in the feature race, he took them around 11 laps. This is a 12-lap race.
Yeah, it is going to be tough.
So
it's not going to be easy.
This could end up being the British Grand Prix.
Yeah, it is. I feel like it is going to go that way. And I would love that. Honestly, that would make my day. Because I think no matter what, we're going to see some great racing.
The last laps of that was like the Styrian one.
Yeah, that was.
That was mental. On that, because even though Ansoga finished second because of Trigger's penalty, they went wheel to wheel across the line.
Yeah. I'm going to quickly get a drink, because I feel like I'm going to need a drink before this race.
Yeah,
so
I don't
might
want to
for a
drink
second.
next to me. Well, you tell you what, everyone watch the formation lap, we're going to be quick.
I'm back. As we get ready, the cars are lining up on the grid now. Lining up in the pole position spot.
Can I just say how many people have been disqualified from the formation?
Let's not go into that. And so it goes, one of them. Okay, my favourites for this are, and so it goes, Trigger, if that strategy works, Rossi and so it goes Trigger, they're the ones I think to watch. And Guy. If Rossi makes a mistake, Rossi I think he's going to struggle on the tyre wear. Because he's visually spinning up his rears.
I said elementary.
How dare you? As we get ready for the race start. Okay.
Is it actual lights out?
No, it isn't.
No, is it?
As the revs rise.
Farman's AI has just started again. Oh, he's just hit someone.
Oh, jump start. 4 cars in the background. And it's green flags there, and it's lights out and away we go. As Max has got a good start, I think that may have been a jump start though. As Rossi,
No.
great start. As we go into turn one, it's very messy. So many cars, how are they avoiding contact here? So many cars, the Trident's getting close to each other. Rossi's dropping down the order. He's between the Tridents. Oh, Rossi, that's its Trigger. Trigger's across the pack. Big
massive
crash. Huge crash. And bioweapons out. No, it was just Trigger.
Has been disqualified.
Riceman's had a crash. Oh,
yeah,
Trigger lost it in front of the field.
We have a virtual safety car. Swishy got caught up in it, I think. Riceman got caught up in it.
Oh.
But while this virtual safety car is out, I will explain what happened with Max. It wasn't a jump start. Basically, what happened was Colmay's AI, basically, when the lights went out on our screen, his AI went.
Weird.
And then he hit Max's car.
That is very, very strange. But can I say that was all caused by a free wide moment between the two Tridents. So the two Tridents and Rossi. Rossi was between the two Tridents. I think it's Buller on the right, Trigger on the left, Rossi in the middle. And Buller came across, and Rossi bounced off Buller into Trigger, and that put Trigger off into the gravel, and then Trigger lost it in the gravel, and it came back across the track in a big way. That is a very similar crash to what happened in the Season 1 sprint race, which is where I gained it. That was where we had a safety car, which is what Robert then jumped. But does Max actually have a penalty as we go green again? I'm going to check if Max has a penalty. He does not. So Max is...
I think it was someone. I think guy.
We may have to give him a penalty though, because technically speaking, I know it wasn't his fault, but neither was the safety car thing with Robert.
He did gain advantage.
He did gain advantage from it. And so it goes pitting. That's one of the favourites. That's two of the favourites I said out of it already.
Trigger into the pit. So his Trigger strategy is ruined.
Yep. I would now say that Forever Sin is your new favourite for the win here.
I think Neek's going to win this.
Neek going for the inside line.
Inside of Max.
Oh, almost contact.
There was contact, and Max has gone wide. I don't think Neek pushed him off.
I don't think Clip was very happy with his contact.
Neek takes the lead, but goes wide into the S's.
Oh!
The wheel to wheel, Max wide.
As apparently Carl May's in the lead of the race, but he isn't. Don't worry.
He's not. He's in the pits for me.
Yeah, but for me, he's come up on the top left. He's 500ths ahead of the pack, but in the pit lane at the same time.
So broken.
I know. But we'll carry on. Pretend that Carl isn't in the lead of this race. As Max leads the race, but that could be called into question.
Bunnies has done 0 laps on the mediums. He hasn't pitted though, and everyone else has done 1 lap. What is this game? So
broken. So broken.
I know they have to do it all in, like, this... Is unprecedented time?
Unprecedented.
With all the virus and stuff, but, I mean, they could have done a bit better.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have more fixed by now. As Neek going for the lead of the race.
They do need to bring the updates out.
Up the inside of the lock up there.
3 wide moment or something.
Forever Sin could make a 3 wide here.
Ooh. I think Neek and Max just touched. Forever Sin is the one. Rossi's the one who gets the fastest lap. Rossi's a contender for this.
Forever Sin, will he make a 3 wide? He will make a 3 wide, sending it up the inside of both of them. He's all over the curbs.
And he makes it work, does he? Oh, Max is going to try and make... Max is
that's silly there from Max. That is silly. He should not have put his nose there. That's on him.
Rossi's up into me.
That's a 3 wide again. Rossi's taking the lead. Rossi's taking the lead, but Neek's going back on the inside. There's gone there. It's 3 wide again.
Oh,
it's 3 wide again.
Squeezed.
That's the second time this race Rossi's been squeezed. As it looks like Scott's sensible there and backing out of this battle.
As Neek locks it up for corner cutting and gaining a place. That'd be interesting.
As the Forever Sin about to go to the curb.
Neek's gonna send it.
Absolute send.
Rossi with a switchback. There's like
Forever Sin
5
just watching this.
Buller actually could be the favourite for this. He's in this battle.
That's all Forever Sin. That's silly. And he's taking. Oh, I thought he was going to take Rossi with him then.
He almost took him out.
How the hell has Forever Sin survived that?
Yeah, how has Rossi survived?
How have all of them survived after that crazy moment there?
Neek is ahead.
If I'm Forever
Sin going to go for it.
If I was Forever Sin, I wouldn't have gone for that move. I would have felt like I had impeded Neek going onto the straight, so it would have been sort of unfair if I'd made that move. But he didn't make it anyway, so it's all good. Max very close there
Max
to the back.
is right behind Revison, and then Butler's just sitting behind, waiting for something.
Just waiting for the contact, which, I mean, looking so far is happening
Remember,
soon.
top 8, only the top 8 get penalties. And there is no mandatory pit stop.
Oh, points you mean, not penalties?
Point. I did say penalties, did I?
You said only the top 8 get penalties.
I meant points if I did say penalties. We're both missing things. If you can't say swishy, yeah. I can't say the right thing.
Swishy. Start fucking saying fishy.
It sounds like you're saying squishy. As anyway, Butler is going to get past Max.
Could he get past Ferguson as well? He might know. He's sensible. He's sensible.
Nick is right behind Rossi. Could get him on this next straight.
Butler going around the outside of Max. Second lap now. Max has been taken around the outside there. Rossi starting to pull away slightly. Rossi is. I think the only thing stopping Rossi here is tyre wear. Ooh, Ferguson. I'm getting the Primus confused so often. Oh, Nick. Terrible exit there. Buller is going to get Ferguson here.
The one that's actually, Bunny is actually could be still in this fight. As Riceman goes into the points,
will Buller send it up the inside here of Ferguson? No, he won't. Ferguson is going to go a bit deep. Will Buller make the move
Bunny's has just sent it on Max and has made it stick. Trigger sets the fastest lap of the race, but he's really far behind. He's just got hope that everyone else has to pit.
There's going to have to be tyre wear issues. As Ferguson wide.
Max hit Bunny's and then almost spun.
Bunny's definitely in this fight here. The Pramer boy's doing
Buller
so well this season.
Up onto the podium.
As that's Gummy Gamer, I believe, who was
Revison's going to stick it around the outside. He's not going to be able to make it stick.
Buller up in P3 now. It's very, very close.
Oh,
keeping up with Rossi.
Do you want to know what's still a thing in this game?
What?
The rev glitch.
Oh, that doesn't really bother me too much. As Swishy says, it's their Wi-Fi crash.
I've got all my audio set to party. There's a yellow flag here. He's Gareth.
He is struggling.
He spun again, and he just always just hits front one.
Neek could go for the lead here.
Oh god.
Neek's quick.
Yeah, he's quick. He's quick. But Rossi had the slight edge, but the DRS
is really battling.
Bunnies is ahead of Forever. Bunnies
on a
in
shot.
One race could get as much point. Are they moved to win? No, this could end badly.
The Pramer, as Guy's having a look now. As Max finally Max has been able to keep it up the inside, and he's got a penalty doing it.
But Ferguson did not get a good exit. Bunnies could be in for the podium if something happens ahead of them.
And I'm not sure.
Last season, you'd never think Bunnies would get a podium.
Yellow flag
hit I saw him go wide there.
Gareth has crashed. I believe that was a deliberate crash. I mean, how do you crash there? But
yeah, I think Willasper is on board there.
As Guy battling there with Ferguson. It's one of Guy's strongest weekends. You love to see it.
Yeah, he's never really been up there. I think maybe like Ferguson sent it on Max.
He likes that
in the end, he made it stick. Yeah, he does like going down. To be fair, I do like going down the inside there as well.
I like it. Doesn't mean I'm doing it.
Guy's got a penalty.
I was up the inside there. Goes Guy.
Go for it on Max.
Ooh,
there could be contact here. Ooh. If Max didn't go wide, Guy was pretty round. Nick
Guy
is almost. It's similar gap to Rossi.
Okay, crucial thing is, I'm gonna check penalties quickly.
Yes.
Rossi, no penalties. Neek, 5-second time penalty.
Oh, Neek has a 5 seconds.
I'm guessing that's for contact with another car. So he'll probably want us to see how that is. One issue I have here is will Rossi, and yes, Swishy, your AI will be going around the track. The question is here, I think, Rossi really was struggling on exits in that first race.
Rossi spun!
Oh, Rossi spun it! As I say, he was struggling on exits, he spins it.
Stop doing a commentator's curse.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Rossi. Oh,
please.
I'm so sorry.
I was on board with Nick
Rossi in both
happened.
races, I think. Was that Rossi on both races? Who was it in the first race? No, it was Guy. Guy, I said, was doing a great job, then he spun.
Oh, yeah.
I think I did curse Rossi as well. Oh, but Rossi's mate, I'm so sorry.
I was on board with Neek when that happened, so Neek is in hand with the race lead. Bunnies is on the podium.
Oh my. Buller could win this if he catches.
Guy and Max.
Neek has a 5-second time penalty. Neek has a 5-second time penalty. Bunnies would be in P2.
Buller could win both races here. And then Buller will be racing in F1 tomorrow.
Yep, if he can, of course. I mean, it's Saturday, so I would imagine he would be able to do it.
Yeah, he has raced in F1 as a reserve before on a Saturday, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Buller is
Or was it
catching
no?
Neek anyway.
Well, Guy and Max
Will
are wheel to
Rossi
wheel
get bunnies?
again, swishing into the pits. I think that's AI, isn't it? Max having
Yeah,
to
it's
go
definitely
off track. Guy inherits the P6.
give me. I need to invite someone to come on to commentate for me for a moment. So they won't be able to see it. So it's like be a radio station. Oh, I don't believe it. Sorry, you guys are missing it. Yes, that high-speed corner.
Is got DRS on Neek. He could go for it into turn 1.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, late defense there from Neek.
I think I've been moving under braking. We'll let him off. As
Warning
Max
there.
and Guy still going. Rossi is into the pits and has sped. He will put on the soft tyres, I presume.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Tyre wet. Buller, he's wheel to wheel with Neek.
I think Buller has this win either way, but he needs to be careful in case Neek gets that penalty removed.
Ooh, yes, of course. It depends what the penalty was for.
Prima
Guy and Max are
famously
still wheel to wheel. These two are having a really good battle through the S section. They're wheel to wheel. Guy may be able to go off track. No,
this is great
that was
racing.
very close. He doesn't like this corner here. He doesn't go for it this time. He's a bit too far back. I've seen him send it a couple bit there.
I think we could see the Primas end up backing in this
Trigger
race.
is into the points.
I mean, if I was the Prima team right now, I'd be saying hold position. Unless one of them is quicker than massive, unless Scott is Freverson, sorry, is massively quicker.
As Guy has had to go off track.
Buller, right on the back of Neek. As Freverson is, and they have done it, team orders.
I think they may have beaten team orders there.
That was team orders there, they were not close enough for that move. Team orders at Prima. Prima have got a podium here today. They just need to make sure that they get both cars to the finish.
Still, if they continue their pace with Neek's 5-second time penalty, depending if he gets removed.
Yeah, currently they are within it, I believe. I'll check.
And so it goes. That's the fastest lap on the mediums.
Bunny's currently is within that 5-second gap, just. As Neek defends, he's gonna have to take the slipstream here of the lap car.
He's getting slipstream from that is Gummy Gamer, who is got a 5-second penalty for ignoring the blue flag.
And to be fair, I wouldn't say Neek to move too late there because he had to move because he was right behind the lap car.
Yeah, he had to move.
The lap car, I think, was trying to let him through, so he had to go to the right.
His penalties deserved for that. Gummy Gamer with a penalty now for multiple runs.
As Buller. He's got the run.
He's going to go for the inside. You know what? This is why I love F2. This is so close.
Oh, luck up bit there from Neek, and Buller takes the lead of the race. Buller could he be the third driver in Torpedo League F2 history to do the double, get a feature and sprint race win in both races. The two previous. Way deep, way deep. That's given Freverson surely. No, Freverson's too far back.
No, that's not Freverson.
Way too far back, Freverson.
No, it does give Freverson a chance to get even closer.
Yeah, the 5-second penalty is just giving Bunnies a great chance at the podium. Maybe.
It depends if it gets removed, of course.
Yes, it does, of course.
We've got 4 or 5 laps, I'm not sure.
I believe Swishy could get back into this, because they have got him right.
Rossi and Trigger for the final point position. Rossi's on soft, he's got really, really push if he wants to catch up to Trigger.
Yeah.
Of course, on to the final lap, we will be careful about, we will want to watch about tyre wear. Is anyone going to get a puncture?
Yes, we need that AWS graphic to come up.
Oh, yeah. What, the one that actually worked for once?
Rossi spins, Rossi spins.
Oh, Rossi just blew his chances by maybe getting that final point.
Yep.
Someone else spun, I think. I think it was Swishy. Or was it Gummy Gamer, I think?
Can I try and invite Swishy again? Yeah. Oh, surely that hammer's in now.
For multiple warnings, so if his 5-second gets removed, Freverson will still get the podium.
Send another invite to Swishy.
Max could still get P4. But look at the gap between.
Well, I think it's looking good here.
Nah, that's a bit too big.
Oh, I've just thought of something. the only times I could think of a car getting a puncture in Season 2 that I can remember, late in the race this is, so when it was sort of tyre wear late in the race. The only one that I can think of happening in a sprint race are... Are you back? Good. The only time I can think of a sprint race, and it was because of the tyres being too old, rather than because they pitted onto softs or something. That was, in fact, a certain Trident car who was driven by that day by a reserve driver at the time, Buller. China sprint race last season, Buller got a puncture on the last lap.
Don't say you... if you cursed him...
Hey, I haven't cursed him, I'm giving the viewers some information.
And so he goes saying some blistering laps on the mediums.
He is indeed. Where is
that in F2, even if you don't finish in the points, do you still get the 2 points?
I don't actually know. I thought you do, but then I've heard this year in F2 that you don't. So I really don't know. We'll see at the end of the set. We'll see at the end.
Yeah, we'll see at the end of the session.
I'm gonna make sure to get the.
Remember to take. Both of us remember to take screenshots of the results.
I'll just show it on stream.
All right. I'll take screenshots anyway.
And for those drivers who are watching,
where's your facts and no battles?
Mia's broken timing here. Absolutely love to see it. Yes, Charlie, I remember you got a puncture in Baku, but the issue there was it was the feature race and you had pitted for softs and tried to make them last half the race. So that was kind of on you. But, well, you know, that was very Lewis Hamilton-esque, sort of crossing line with a flat tyre. Oh, Max, close to the back of Bunnies. Oh, ooh, Max ruined Bunny's podium. Max, okay, let's check penalties again. Buller.
Max has got one.
Nothing. Neek, 8 seconds. Forever Sin, 3 seconds. Bunnies, 3 seconds. Max, 3 seconds. Guy, 6 seconds. Riceman, 3 seconds. Trigger, no penalties. So it's
we're not going to keep track of these, so it's all about. Well, I mean, Max. If Bunny's struggling with tyre wear more than Max, because
Bunny's still broken for mine, saying 0 laps.
Yeah, no, that's
as Forever Sin gets another penalty.
With another penalty.
There goes P2.
That could give Bunny. Yeah,
that's
could
P2.
Go, that goes P2. And that's
P2 and could get that could give Bunny's the podium.
Max is going to go for it. That was he went on the curb. He's going to try the switchback. He's going to get him 100%.
But will Bunny be able to fight it back?
What if Bunny's game has actually glitched and he's not wearing out his tyres?
I mean, I'd expect much better pace.
Yeah, same.
As Bunny's going to send it. He's going for it up the inside. Will he be able to hold it off?
Max is going to stick it.
Max really likes to hold it around the outside there. Oh, it's a bad run. And another penalty.
So actually, Bunny can still get this. What's the gap between them and Forever Sin? It's 2.7.
Oh, that Wilson wheel's so close. Max maintains that before
there. Going to get to the podium.
No, not quite. Not over Max. Yes, good point. Yeah, Bunny is still in position for P4, I believe, but he's going to need to get ahead of Max there to get.
His wheels just shaking so much. He's got such a loose rear end. As we are getting closer to the final lap of the race, is this puncher going to as Rossi is, I presume, going to take the 2 points. Is it a battle between Rossi and so it goes fastest lap as Riceman with a penalty? I don't know why I said with so much enthusiasm.
Because he's in the points. But he's got a 33 second gap behind him. So, won't make a difference.
So yeah, Buller is going to get the double race win, and you said the 3rd time you did it once, didn't you?
Yeah, first
Bunny's
person
got the penalty as well!
Oh my, the race it's calmed down. It's annoyingly calmed down in the latter stages.
It's calmed down, but it's not because of all the penalties.
Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on Buller for a while.
Yeah, I'm on board with him.
Because it was a front tyre that went.
Even with the front tyres.
So let's see.
How easy will he take it? Is he on controller or wheel?
Controller.
And I've heard controller does prove better tyre wear. I'm not sure though.
On older games it was worse. But okay.
Well, I'm just saying this because apparently the time management program's easier on a controller. Because
yeah, it does feel a bit different
maybe
this
not
game.
Time, but yeah, he's taking it very easy. Actually, I say he's taking it very easy. He set a personal best first sector.
That's not necessarily.
So maybe he saved his tyres beforehand.
Okay, Charlie said front left will be the tyre that gets punctured.
Right. Nick's dropping back a bit. Oh, Nick's gone deep. Forever Sin's 100% going to get this P2.
Oh, Max, very wide. Very wide.
He's got 5 running for a cheat track and he said bunnies.
I think that was contact with Forever Sin there. That may have been contact with Forever Sin. No, it was the primer of Forever Sin that I saw Max fly past on the thing. As that's Swishy and Gummy have collided.
That's weird because Forever Sin is the way ahead.
Well, okay, I might have been wrong. I thought it was the primer of Forever Sin that he went flying around the outside of. Okay. As Buller is going to come around the final corner.
Yeah.
And there's no puncture for Buller. As he's going to come across the finish line to win. Neek is going to cross the line in second, but where will he finish? Forever Sin gets P2. Bunnies looks too far back here. And he is. Bunnies P4. What a result there from the Pramer team. As Guy gets P5. Rice
man P6.
Max P7. Trigger is going to get the final points position to make it double points for Trident.
And there is a spinner, it is Swishy.
As Trigger heading down the back right now. Both races have had this massive gap form.
Trigger around the final corner.
Forever Sin is very happy with that result.
Right, remember the top 3 on the overall points results. Remember,
get an interview,
which will be 100% be Buller.
Yep. I think it will then. I think Trigger could be in there, and So It Goes.
Forever Sin might have a chance, actually.
Yeah, I think it's between Trigger and So It Goes and Forever Sin. Neek, I think Neek could do well as well.
Yeah, Neek.
It's going to be so close. It's going to be Buller, then it's going to be the rest of the field, I think. I can't think of anyone else that's got
points.
As Forever Sin has said that he used Scenario 7. Getting P2 there. Very strong result. Pramer has sort of been sort of the back marker of F2.
They've already bettered their last season scores, I think.
Yeah. I'm sure they have. They scored like 6 points last season. Buller got fastest lap on the last lap.
Did he?
Yeah, Buller fast lap on the last lap. He did not stop pushing. Charlie just told me in the comments. I think, yeah, and he thinks that Buller was the one that used Scenario 7 on that final lap there. As Buller, the 3rd driver in Torpedo League history to get the double win. Now, no driver has ever done it twice. No driver has got more than one double. So, is this a one-off for Buller? Or can he do it again in the future?
I think he can do it again in the future.
To be honest with you, I think Rossi looked really quick this weekend, but just made so many mistakes.
Well, I tell you that the next race next week.
What track is it?
Is.
And then I'll tell. Oh, this is an interesting group. Okay, the people to get the top 3 are Buller, Forever Sin, and So It Goes.
Yes.
And I would, and So It Goes and Trigger finished on the same points, but I would go with and So It Goes because and So It Goes got the highest position.
Do what I did in Australia last season, and do what I did in Australia last season.
On count back, it is and So It Goes that should be ahead, so it is correct.
Yeah. I'm just loading the stream on these results. The race next week, which I don't think will be one where someone can get a double win. It is Azerbaijan. As I will invite, so it is it's Buller, Forever Sin, and So It Goes.
Yeah, that's a very interesting group. That is not. They are not the people I would have said. Like, no offense to Forever Sin, I was not expecting to see them there.
Which he was the same point as So It Goes, but on count back.
Oh, Trigger actually got the fast lap on the final lap, apparently.
Oh my! It just keeps changing.
You got it on the final lap.
And So It Goes, Buller, and Forever Sin.
So I'm going to head over. I'm actually going to the show.
We'll wait for all 3 to come in.
Have we got some questions prepared, or are we just going to ask whatever we want?
We will ask whatever we want. Did we just get someone join me?
I've not got notifications on,
Oh,
so
we've
I've
got
probably
two
got
people going straight.
Yes.
very happy,
Hello.
very happy buller there.
Hello there, people.
Right, so all of you top three. So you are all getting an interview. All of you top three.
Whoever has the stream on, could you turn it off?
Yes.
Because we can
Yeah.
hear
Yeah,
the
because my
echo.
turn the stream off, so take it on.
Is everyone in the party? Yeah, or who?
Yeah, everyone's
Yep.
in, I think.
Okay, Thomas, I'll let you have the
Yeah, there
first
we go. So
question.
this is in. So, Jackson, you can start.
Oh, okay then. I will start off with Buller. You are the third driver in Torpedo League F2 history to get the double, which is to win the feature race and sprint race. How does it feel to get your first win in the league? But not only that, to get the double.
I was ecstatic about the first win. Like, the feature race was definitely the one I wanted to win.
Hmm.
I was just happy with that. After that, obviously starting in 8th, you don't know where you can finish. But then after seeing my strategy, the fact that I didn't have to pit, I thought if I can just save the tyres, I can do it.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, I had some interesting battles. Obviously, we had Rossi spin a few times, which were unfortunate.
Hmm.
That Neek likes to push a little bit, doesn't he? He likes to give a
Hmm.
little rub on the side of on your side pod, but he's making mistakes. He got way too deep, coming down into like turn 9, I think it was, or turn 8. But yeah, ecstatic.
Hmm. Very good.
But I just feel for my teammate after that.
Yeah,
I think he had
tough
an incident
weekend.
in both races. I think he had an incident. So
Yeah, it was a mixed weekend there for the team then.
he's happy with the first race, but not so happy with the second. But
Hmm.
for the team, like I say, we got some good points on the board.
Thomas, you can ask the next question.
Okay, I will give this one to Forever Sin.
Yep.
When you started qualifying, actually, I want to start qualifying. You qualified like P5, was it, and then started P15. Did you have like grip penalties or something?
I have honestly got no clue.
So the game did mess you up, basically.
I think the game glitched because it didn't
Okay.
come up with anything. Because I finished the session about 44 seconds early, and I looked down at the leaderboard and I was still in P5. And it's only when I lined up on the grid and I started doing the formation lap, I was like, hang on, this doesn't look like P5. So yeah, I don't really know what happened there, but I mean, theoretically, I finished where I qualified, which I'm happy with. So I'll take it.
Well, when you started the qualifying, did you think that you would get on the podium in a sprint race?
No. I had pretty low expectations, to be honest. I didn't expect to be that quick. I think the strategy helped a lot in the first race. Like, I noticed a lot of people were on the softs, and I thought if I can nurse these mediums to a point where I feel like it's starting to really go, and then switch to the softs, then I'd be fine. And luckily, it worked out fairly well.
Okay, Jackson, you can ask the next one.
Okay then. And so it goes. A podium there for you. Are you happy with how your weekend went? What could have gone better? And Thomas?
Buller, so now that, because you've won both races and it means you're definitely 100% top of the standings, you will be racing, if you can, tomorrow in F1 as a reserve.
Right.
So, okay, that's good. Do you have any expectations for that, or?
I don't know. I've raced in a few before, but I don't know. Mixed bag with them. I'll just take it as it goes. I'll enjoy it. See how we do compared to the F1 guys. That's what I'm hoping to do maybe next season. So.
I've got two more questions that I'd like to ask. First one goes to Buller. You were actually involved in the incident with your teammate at the start of the race that caused an almighty crash behind you all. You were free wide, as you probably know, with Rossi and Trigger. What do you think happened there?
Well, I didn't know we were 3 wide. I know it was me and Rossi, but I think sort of coming out I'm guessing it's classed as turn 2, that the kink left out of turn 1. Rossi's line were very tight, so like tried to go around him. Went onto the curves, obviously I think we were side by side coming out of that, but then all of a sudden it was like bumper cars, like I think I was hit, and then I had Clint screaming in my ear because he'd been hit by Rossi. And he said he definitely wasn't happy with that one.
Yeah, from the outside perspective, it looks like Rossi bounced off you in like he turns right and then bounces up, not like hard right, but sort of drifts.
Yeah.
Like you move to the left because you're trying to keep it on track because that's the direction of the circuit, and he sort of just gets bounced between the two of you. Sort of, it looks like a racing incident from my view.
But I didn't know we were 3 wide. Obviously, I knew Rossi was there, but there was some contact. But then obviously the main thing was I just heard Clint going sick, so I don't know if they're gonna have words about that one.
Okay.
Apart from that, I think it was good racing. I enjoyed the racing in the first race with Rossi. Like I said, I don't know what happened in his pit stop because you were right up my gearbox coming into the pit lane and then coming out of the pit lane.
I think he spun during the pit window or something.
Yeah. And then he kept having spins, which was put in as well.
Yeah.
So,
but this is a track that's known for its spins, so
yeah, definitely.
He can definitely come back stronger.
Oh yeah, he's got the qualifying pace. If he can get his race pace sorted and like these little incidents, he'll be winning races definitely.
My next question is to And So It Goes and Forever Sin. We'll start with And So It Goes. Buller had a very strong weekend this weekend. Do you think you can fight back?
Zandvoort is the third track. The second track is Baku.
Oh no.
I love Baku. Yeah.
And to you, Ferguson, same question.
Fight to Buller, hopefully. I think it just depends on the tracks. I think it depends what happens in the race. Like, I'm not a big fan of Bahrain. Yeah, I got a decent finish today, and I hate Baku. So, following that logic, maybe I'll be able to pick up a win or so there. Maybe get some good results. But yeah, I think the rest of the season will be interesting. If we keep getting results like these, then Prema could maybe. I'm gonna throw it out there. Maybe a P3 or P4 in the constructors.
Yeah, when they finished 10th in the first and second season, I believe. So, I mean, 9th, I'm sure the team will take. But
make Prema great
strong
again.
Strong lineup this season.
I've got one more question.
Okay.
And it is to Buller.
Yeah.
After today, do you think you can continue this and win the title?
I hope to continue this. I'm not really thinking about winning the title yet. It's too early. Like I say, I'm going to obviously miss a few races, unfortunately. But it's just it's building up momentum. If we get late into the season and we're still doing what we've done today, then yeah, I'll definitely consider it. But take it a race at a time.
Right.
Quick thing, sorry. And So It Goes, you had your party settings on so that they couldn't hear you. Could you quickly go to your party settings and allow it so that the viewer, so that you're set it to always allow? Then you don't have to do it. Okay. Well, I'll go do it again then, because the viewers can't hear you. So obviously.
Okay. So review. I had a good feature race, bad sprint race. Looking forward to the next few tracks. Quite good. Then think I can catch Buller. And Charouz is going to win the Constructors' Championship, obviously.
Of course.
Well, I'm too upset about that.
Let's laugh then. But yeah, that's all from me now.
Yeah, that's all I've got. So, we will end the stream. So, yeah, that was fun to watch. And, yeah, join us next week for Baku, and tomorrow for the F1 race around Bahrain. Same time as always. And goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.